Well, it's day 82 out here. We're going to try and get 30 sets of 100, I think. Kind of like a mock tournament style where we're getting maybe just like 30 seconds of rest in between. No helmet, but the top half of the armor. With the gauntlets. There we go. If I don't totally do the... I try to leave some space on the elbows. I guess I need to really, like, literally undo them the whole way, so things go on properly. What's up, everybody? Try to get in 30 sets of 100 and back to bed, because I got work tonight. And thanks for the likes. A waffle! Waffle, what's up? Alright. There we go. This arm's good. How's it going today? This is a nice and easy day out here. Not really. But yeah, we're doing... Whoa, good. And you, how are you doing? We got I'm gonna try and do 30 sets of 100 like a tournament style, where we're taking like kind of like minimal breaks in between. So we will see how that goes. It's good to see ya. What's up, DJ Mass? All right, no, that's probably good. Maybe we'll tie this up a little bit. No helmet. I don't want to get my helmet rusty. That happens all the time these days. We're out here wearing a helmet for practice. All right. We'll just tie one more, maybe. And I'm gonna have to let this sit out and dry in the sun afterwards. I got work tonight, so it's not gonna be a super long one today. But I do want to get at least 30 sets of 100 if possible, as long as nothing happens. Sword Bro, Sun Bro. All right, here we go. Got that. It is day 82. Oh, I better flip this around so we can read it. There we go. Day 82. We actually got 197,000 in. We're very close to 200,000. We're probably not gonna hit 200,000 today. Yo, it's going all right. I just got up. I got work again tonight, so it's just one of these days, like, I get up, do a little bit, go back to bed, go back to work. Gray Matter. What's up, Gray Matter? Sun Bro, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for that. Much appreciated. Alright, well, here's what the plan is today. And Gray Matter, I was just watching your vid. Is that like, because I remember you said you were trying to like rebrand your stuff and everything to get ready for some content. That is cool stuff. I think, Gray Matter, you got a great voice for videos. That's for sure. Alright. Feels good. So here we go. We're trying to get 30 sets of 100. Yes. Awesome stuff. Right. Yeah, you know what? If I don't do it, I'm going to feel bad. I'm going to just set this back here a little bit so it can kind of see a little better. I will keep checking it on chat. I can almost read it from here. But from here, no. All right. And the whole point is I have another tournament, not this weekend, but next weekend. So it's like no rest. After that tournament, we'll have a little bit of a rest. Alright, so this is just to make sure that we're swinging the sword and we don't run out of energy. The dummy's a little short. I see chat. I'll be up, catching up in 1 second. Whoop. That's 100. Maybe we should do sets of 120. Maybe we should do. And oh, Big Beef, what's up? You're right, it isn't. But at the same time, this is my training partner. He signed up for it. I'm thinking maybe we should do sets of 120. So here's another 20. All right, and this is more of an exercise day. Nothing more, nothing. Yeah, what the average UK street fight be like? Bob has insurance. He signed the waiver. This seems short. Let's try and adjust this camera. And I'm trying not to take too long of breaks in between today. Like I was saying, we got ourselves another sword fighting tournament coming up. Oh, this is as high as it goes. Why does it look so short today? I don't know. Has it always been this short? I guess. I mean, nothing's changed. Oh man. Maybe, but maybe not. You never know. There's some. Hey, Mike Drake. Yeah, Mike Drake, also sword fighter. Gray Matter, also sword content on here. You know. I don't know if I could beat that just anybody. All right, yo, and thanks for tuning in, by the way. Trying to keep it rolling. Yeah, sign the waiver. and the insurance, because if you sign a waiver, you might need the insurance. All right. I've been coughing out here lately. I don't know why. Another set coming up here real quick. Oh. I see someone hit that like button. Thanks for that. Be with chat in 1 second. All right, that's two sets of 120. This is what the night shift does during the daytime. I got me a job, everybody. However, if I wasn't employed, I would just be doing this. It's what the people who have nothing else to do in life except hit a dummy could do. The night shift, right? Nah, that's cool. I gotcha. Yeah, I know. A lot of people actually. What's the total count? There's a squirrel running up the fence. Did you see it? He's trying to be sneaky. All right. We do have a board here with the count. $197,475. And we've done 2 sets of 120. I have a fight coming up in 8 days. So I'm trying to keep up with it, with putting some armor on at least, and the gauntlets. So I got the weight. I feel the weight. Trying to cut down on breaks a little bit. Don't worry, I'll keep up with chat. It's just going to be in between stuff. Poor Bob. I know. Yeah. It's a great workout for arms. Hey, OG, how was the interview? Oh, I was gonna say, good. It went well. Awesome about that. OG had an important interview day. Hollywood. Whoa, what's up, Hollywood? Oh, 1:30. Ah, okay. I agree because you know what? In my head, I was like, I think that's one. I was like, no. I was like, I think that was 110. All right. I was gonna just write here. We've earned a break of 10. This next set's just 110, but still gonna equal 120 on average because we did 130. Thank you, Mike. So yeah, this is just kind of exercise day, making sure the arms are good. Next fight in 8 days. I might have the armor on most of the days this week for this, at least a little bit in the beginning. That's 110. We had a bonus 10 from the set before. Oh, it is a lot of it is all in the wrist. In Boo Hurt, they don't care how you hit them as long as you hit them. What's up there, Papple? I hope so. Yeah. Ah, hey, oh. If anyone wants to see where people hit me back, if you click on my name, I got oh, yeah, one of my recent uploads is my longsword fights. From last week. Actually, it wasn't even a whole week ago. It was 6 days ago. My last actual where people were hitting me back. I was playing hard to get. I was actually running around. Well, D, can you make one? Thank you, Waffle. Just to keep things rolling, because I see which comments we're leaving off on. I'm trying not to take too long in between today. Just to keep it up. This is mock tournament day. Wyoming. Oh. Yeah, I guess if the population... Well, I'll tell you this. We don't all live around Pittsburgh. We're Pittsburgh Armored Combat, but none of us live in the city. And when it started, some of us were driving an hour and a half to get to practice. And thanks for hitting that like button still, Waffle. The thing that happened was eventually it got too big up north, so then they made their own team. So, yeah, but I could understand if there's not enough people to do it. If you really want to do it, though, you don't need to have a team near you. You could actually link up with a team anywhere that you find kind of close, reasonably close. You can be like part of a team and not even live near them, you know? I mean, it's nice if you can so you can get to practice and do things, but just to be registered with somebody. This is Purple Heart Armory. This is so old. Like, I don't totally keep up with it to keep it shiny, but if you see that logo, the little dude there, This Purple Heart Armory, and it is what I've used it in HEMA before. It has a rolled tip, so it's like a feather, but like this style. Let me get a set. Keep it in eye. I will be back and check on chat. Like I said, this is exercise day. Before I start forgetting, let me just write down on the board where we're at. That was 4 sets so far. Next fight in 8 days. Trying to just keep my arms in shape. Purple Heart, yes, Purple Heart. I think it's Armory with a U. Jazz! Oh, Jazz. Hey, Jazz, it's been a while. How you been? Thank you for that. I'm already kind of like the max intensity. A lot of times I do a super duty or set for guests. Yo! Thank you. I appreciate it. 8 awesomes for 8 days. 8 days ago. 8 days from now, I should be in South Carolina fighting somebody. Right about now, actually. Yeah, they weren't. I think they're just a little bit cheaper. I think I got it for $205, so the price hasn't gone up. And let me tell you about this sword. Thank you, Jazz. This camera seems like it's down lower. I gotta squat down a little bit. None even. The neighbors are doing it again. That's what we do, and they know there. I mean, they know next door now. Longsword battle. Yep, we're gonna have longsword battle and another buckler battle this Saturday. The longsword pool is actually, I don't think I don't think it's full. I'd have to relook at it, but I don't think they have a. When I say full, like 16 people. I don't think it's a full pool, so. And we'll see how it goes. It's at a Ren Fair. Maybe just because of the time slot they have. I don't know. We'll see. Staying hydrated. Trying to. Yeah, usually these things start at 10 a.m. So about literally 8 days from now. Literally. Thanks about looking good. So yeah, some porridge and ale, and they would be. Anybody will make a custom suit whenever they make armor. So you buy everything that you want. All right. So if you want to do this, let me just tell you, you buy everything soft that goes underneath it first. So when I got measured for this, I had this on, and then I take my measurements over top. An armor will take measurements of like how the circumference of things, lengths of points, even crazy stuff like from here to here, then here to here, you know, like all these crazy measurements, and then it'll make it custom. What's up, Dawn? Yeah, what? I'm guessing what? Oh, Gray Matter, good to see ya. Thanks for coming by. Good to see that you started that content journey. And I've seen them, it cannot, that is one thing it cannot stop, the Warthog Blast. I'm going to hit this real quick. I'm coming back to chat, don't worry. No, you don't have to be there. Sorry, So whenever you order it, you send them the measurements. So they'll give you a whole template, like letters A through double G, you know, because there's so many. And then you just mark. You have somebody measure you. Do you know what I mean? I recommend it. This the balance. Just so I'll show you about it. Let me do it. Let me show you where the sword balance. I'll come back with a little more close up. What's up? Hail. Lamest sport. Maybe. We'd have to debate what's another lame sport, and we'll compare the two. So that's where your sword balance is. And I've hit tree trunks with this, a dummy, for a sword, and plus it's got some flex. So you can use it in HEMA. It's a sport now. It's officially a sport because we call it a sport. All right. I'm coming back to chat. Another set here. I have to stand this up a little bit. It seems a little low. Alrighty. Cooler than golf. You can golf swing in this, I guess. So we actually had at the event we just did last weekend, where the audience would pick what the loadout is, and the conditions to win. Well, Kilo, what do you play? What sport do you play though, Kilo? Let's see. Pommel. Somebody see. I like pair pommel because I can get my hand over it more than the circle. A lot of times I just hold my pommel, and the pear shapes seem easier for me on my hands. Yeah. Oh yeah. So we're talking about that too. Yeah, you get your measurements. I've got measured before at a I had a couple measurements I couldn't figure out, and I took it to a seamstress, a local dry cleaning place, and they measured it. Oh yeah, the one who's. The one who practiced 1 million sword strikes. That we need a screenshot of that for possible. You would be in the video, like with the quote of the day for that at some point. Let's get over 200,000. Yeah, I guess so. It's on the extreme end. This app sure doesn't love it. I was hoping Kilo would tell me what's a better sport, or like what does he play. I don't know. This is what I play. This is what I play. All right, another set will put us at 6. Like I said, trying to keep up the pace a little bit today. Next fight is in 8 days. Trying to get some workouts with the arm in the arm armor. That one where I totally missed, I'm not counting it. Oh. All right. One more set, and we'll earn ourselves a little bit of a longer break. Okay. Yeah. Oh no. What's the comments now? Oh. Oh, right. I see what you're saying about the could take your maiden. I just cleaned my chainmail up. I will probably have the helmet on this week. Today's I'm more just prioritizing having the total weight of my arms gauntlets while hitting the dummy. My chainmail is still kind of shiny, and if I'm working on it for a whole week, breathing through the chainmail, getting it wet, I'm going to have to clean it again. I have a fight. I had a fight last Saturday. I have a fight, not this weekend, as in tomorrow, but next Saturday. We'll probably put some kind of helmet on. Maybe I'll wear a... Oh, and it... Oh, yeah. Ha. Thanks, Jay Thompson. Yeah. If I had an automobile polisher, I'd be set. Do you think I should get one? And, we cannot. That's unfortunate. I do talk about that on here at times where it sucks because it's not the most historically accurate sword play because we can't. The event that we did actually last week on Friday, we were allowed to stab, but it was a special event. Worst injury. I've lost teeth twice. I can tell you. I will tell you the worst injury I've seen. Cheap polishers. I will Jazz. I'm gonna keep that in mind. Let me get one more set to pretend that we didn't get much of a rest yet, and then I'll be back. I'll have a more extended time with chat after this set. See why I'm doing this? I'm actually getting a little tired. Whoa, missed. Alright, we got 3 sets to write down. Let me do that real quick. And then I'm coming to catch up on chat right now. The marker broke. Perfect. I hate this set of dry erase markers. They're horrible. Hang on. It broke. The stupid marker just totally took a crap. Last time I buy this brand. Alright. Now we'll catch up on chat. So we are at 7 sets. Alright, sorry. You cannot sharpen the blade. Actually, they'll make you file your blade down if you have little jagged parts on it from smacking swords. Because people can get cut on it, and it does, like, it would actually chew away and mess up, you know. It would pick away at armor. This stuff's fabric. A lot of this stuff is fabric. You know, over time, it'd probably damage it, too, if you know what I mean. All right, catch up on chat. Catch up on chat. Yeah, automobile polisher part of the chat. All right. Oh, I guess we are kind of like caught up. Actually, bro, Spaceman, you can check out my latest video. I got, yeah, maybe. All right, I'm not gonna say that's wrong. I'm just saying in this, I do it how I do it. Vein popping on a side of your head. We're doing a workout. I got a third place medal in buckler Saturday, and I got fourth out of the whole longsword competition. Let's see. We'll try some other form. There is. So yeah, the weapons do have to have a certain weight, minimum or maximum. I should say there's a minimum and a maximum. I generally try to get mine on the lighter side. I have a saber that's too light, so I had to add some weights. All right. If you ever wanted to check out the best thing to do is probably find a HEMA school, like HEMA, HEMA. It's a sword. It's a type of sword fighting. So you can use the same thing as this, and it's usually reasonably priced compared to other sword fighting sports. Might depend on where you're at, but for where I'm at, $75 a month at a sword fighting school. Yeah, it's a HEMA school where you fight with stuff like this. You can use sabers and stuff too, but I pay $75 a month. They have a small gym in there. Boxing, you can take boxing if you want, because they have someone does boxing. They have ringing, which is like a medieval form of wrestling. Of course, longsword, saber. They do messer, like they do a whole bunch of sword sports. It's just to one hit, and you're not in armor, but you're in a padded thing with a fencing helmet to teach you some stuff. They have parties, like once in a while. They have game nights on Fridays for $75 a month. So it could be different depending where you're at. Yeah, there's a lot that you can do with sword fighting. Getting the set in. Let's try though some other forms. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna go for the idea. This set will be playing around a little bit. I don't feel like I'm doing anything different, and I don't feel like I was getting tired either. For that, I'm just trying to go off that comment to use your more body, less limbs. The other thing is, like, I wasn't really that tired, was I? I don't know. I don't know. I feel fine doing it like this. Face that way. There we go. So I've taken HEMA. I've since moved on to Boohurt. Very morning. What's up, Maker? What's up? In the very beginning, I started with like Olympic style fencing. And my coach, it was like an amateur thing, was always saying, I'm too big. I'm too big to ever make it to be top level. As in, I'm a huge target and probably slower than other people. I didn't stick with it just because I kind of thought it was a little boring, right? So then later, much later, I got into the HEMA stuff, which was really cool. And then I got into, I saw a video about armored fighting. I was like, where do you do that? So all the technique that I learned just went out the window for the most part. Like I was saying earlier, you can't poke, you can't stab in Buhurt. It's a lot of this, and a lot of the HEMA stuff actually kind of translates to fighting in armor. But that was the progression. I did, yeah. I started with fencing way back in the day. The reason I liked HEMA more than the fencing is I felt fencing is just like in a it's very linear. This is all fencing. But HEMA, you know, I can move around and you can do other stuff. You can step offline a lot more and you have a lot more freedom. And then I found Buhurt and I was like, thank you. The hinges need a little shined up maybe. These fights are scored by points. Off with it. Oh, it didn't come off. It is swords. Right, yeah, I felt kind of like, I have not done Eastern styles. I would love to. Womp womp. Thanks for that, the emote there, Caden. Alright, next, just doing a set, just so we don't, I'm coming back to chat, don't worry, but I'm trying not to, take too much of a break today. Next fight in 8 days, gotta be ready. See, this is what Buhurt is. It's a chopping sport. I think that was just 100. I could be a little bit off. But see, like in fencing, you're very linear. With this stuff, I can walk around. You know, I can do like this. All right, there's 2 sets we need to write down. Zep Buhurt. Man, we had a late night and we're up again early. So, on the same sleep schedule, apparently. What up? What's up, Lost? In about 30 seconds, you'll see what's going on again. I have another sword fight on Saturday. Like the next Saturday. So, I'm trying to keep up with the exercise with the armor on for the workout. Yeah, I have not fought Eastern. I'd love to. Body temp up, blood flowing, yep. Thanks about the hands. I can be a little quicker. Oh man, Riley, yes, but like we were saying, our friend here signed the waiver. 'Tis just a scratch. More action from a butter knife. This is a butter knife. This is butter knife central. Yeah, I hear that about that chivalry game. But butter knife central right here. These are not sharp at all. I like playing a violin here, but not sharp. one cool thing though, if you ever do, now, it's very slow fighting, because I have fought with sharp swords, and it's really cool because when they actually hit to connect together, the blades actually get stuck, and you can like push. If we lock blades, I can actually like push you like this, as long as we're still bound in the bind. Pretty weird stuff. All right, this is another one. This is gonna be the third set we need to write down. I'm doing 2 in a row, everybody. That will catch up on chat. I was trying to mess around with something there. It didn't work out right. In this sport, all they care is that you bring the sword back far enough. We're not even allowed to lead with the point. For example of how extreme it is. Jeremy, what up? How do I afford this? I swear to you, last night. Okay. No joke, my live stream last night, because I'm not ashamed of it. So I spent a ton of armor. This armor cost me $5,000, right? At the time I was lucky, I was working a lot of overtime. My first set of armor cost a little under $3,000, and I saved up for like, I think it took me 8 months to have the money. I was making a lot less. Last night, I was showing everybody how I got a ton of change together, because I have a date on Monday, and I'm paying for the date with change. I just went to the bank before this and turned it in for $100. So armor lasts a long time, luckily. Like no joke. I do SCA. Let me go catch up on chat. I thought though that'd be kind of funny. I literally was showing chat. I had rolled up $100 worth of change. Got to make it till payday. I had a lot of bills this week though. The mortgage, my daughter's school. It all came out the same week. Science. It is science. I do SCA, but not as much. So that's how I tried to afford it. I have enough gas to get down to South Carolina, and then I'll get paid, and I might not even get a hotel room down there. It's just a one-night event. I might even just sleep in my car. I do that sometimes. Sleep in a car, you know. Save 80 to 120 bucks. Drive home in the morning. Tonight we ride. Yes, and Monday we ride with all the 121. Was it 121, Boxer Daddy? Trippin', bro. Allo, what up? Yeah, so no joke. I seriously was showing chat how this is a broke week. I'm using change to go out on a date Monday. All right, 3 sets we gotta add on there. Here's another one, and that will catch up on chat. I think that was 3, and supposedly it is 121. So I'll write that extra 1 hit down. This could be set 4. I didn't write down, but I think it's set 3. No, I mean, I think I did 3, and this would be 4, is what I mean. All right. Ugh. You can always do this. All right. Oh. All right, let's write the sets down real quick. I will be right there, and then we'll catch up on chat. If we can get 30 sets in today, it'd be awesome. Try not to take too long a break, so this is to keep my arms in shape for my next fight this weekend coming up. All right, let's catch up on chat. First, it is a first date. First date, we're going out on my spare change. trying to scroll up here. Yeah, kind of like for some 4th of July shit. Sleep in my car if you're working down, so gotta drive. Right, yeah. You know, it's like an 8.5 hour drive. I'm going to Thursday night. I work. I fight Saturday morning. So Thursday night, clock out of work. Friday morning, after I clock out from work, throwing my stuff in my car, driving right to South Carolina, and I just might, depending what time I get there. No, I'll probably get a hotel room, because then I can sleep for 10 or 12 hours. Sometimes, though, I do that, sleep in the car. It's easier. The Easy Turbo Endurance Day. This is what this is. I do have other workouts. So, I keep like a jump rope in my car, a set of ladders in my car. Tomorrow, when I'm picking up my daughter, and she's gonna have a football game that she's going to for her school, because she's like on the sports medicine side of things there. I will go in the parking lot. I will lay them out. I'm gonna do some jump rope. I'm gonna do my ladder drills, and if possible, do some sprints up and down the parking lot. I have looked at books. Actually, I've read a couple books on it. Oh, I don't think the blind coughing guy. You're right. If you're taught that's me, right? Because I was saying earlier, I can't see chat anymore from this far away, and I was coughing my butt off the other day, breathing in dirt or something from the dummy. I think TV was saying is dust coming from the dummy, and I'm pretty sure he's right. Yo, and Just John. Hey, Just John, what's up again? Thanks for hitting the like button. I am going to hit it a couple more times real quick. It's pretend tournament day. Depending what time we get done, I'm gonna catch up on chat. Let me do 2 sets here real quick, because I'm trying to keep the pace up. Trying to do. I will get to every interaction. It's just taking longer because I have less rest today. All right, I got to do 2 sets. I got to pretend like I'm in a tournament with at least the arm stuff on. Getting there. little bit wider. I think that was 120 actually. I think I was a little bit over. Just so you know, you can look at, I uploaded a longsword fight like 3 or 4 videos back of my uploads. This is my most recent longsword fight where I specifically address the stuff when people say, you don't block, you don't move around, you don't do this or that. And I uploaded from my one tournament, I found examples of like all the criticism we get. But like I said, this is, Boohurt is just hitting them like you're hitting them with I could use it's almost like you could use a crowbar or a broomstick. There's no poking, you know what I mean? So, and I don't do 120 throws in a fight. There are breaks. I don't just sit there and do that the whole time. Obviously, you're running around doing stuff, blocking, planning, attacking, countering, you know. But with the dummy, this is exercise. It would be nice if I could throw 120 in 60 seconds. And right after this set, I'm catching up with chat. Oh. Whew, all right. Here we go. All right. Chat time. So I try not to be so neglectful. Wow, we got a lot of messages. But today, you know, I gotta make sure we're keeping the arms in shape. All right. Why? I don't know about the wildlife comment. I don't lift weights. I do like calisthenics. My favorite thing I would say is that high intensity interval training is probably my favorite for this, outside of armor. Without the armor, sometimes with it. So yeah, Jal, if you're there. Ben, today we're trying to hit. We're doing sets of 120. I'd like to do 30 sets. I probably fought like 30 rounds last Saturday, so you know what I mean. It just keeps me in shape. Take that, Bob. Yeah, I think you got him. Thank you about technique. Sorry, I hope everybody's still there. Like I'm saying, I'm trying to keep the rest periods down in between the sets. 10 seconds in is true, but if you do this long enough, you won't be too out of breath. Bob is a nice guy, everybody. So the kids at camp put some lipstick on him and stuff like that, kind of fix them up. I try and keep them dressed well. When this starts to get worn out, I will buy another. We'll have to buy another robe or something. And Andrew, I'm just keeping track in my head. His HP is dwindling, but it recharges. It recharges so fast. If they had a gun, I would aim my sword directly at the bullet and block it that way. It has more sword to travel through if it goes through the entire sword this way than this way. It might shatter like this or like this, but if you line up with a pommel, that's a big brain thought right there. Catch up with chat right now. Trying, do my best. Yeah, leather pants. Like a set of chaps would be great. I do swing from the ground. Not often. A lot of times if I'm swinging from the ground, it's because they're holding their sword at me, and I swing at the ground to knock it out of the way. And I actually don't swing at them, I swing at the sword. Ben! Hey, Ben! Thank you for that. Just so you know, when I have the credits for today, you'd be in the credits for even just one coin like a rose. Man, I appreciate it. And the highlight video will probably be in 2 days because I'm so backed up on content. But when it comes out, you'll be in the credits. Thanks for the rose. Keeping count. Sorry, that question was asked more than once by Boo the Hurt. Boo the Hurt. I owe you a set for the heart maze. Oh man. And I keep track on here. This is not AI, but one day I could just have AI do it and just fake it all. Did you think I missed a swing? Speaking of that, we got to write 2 down on here. Did I miss one? A sword swing to elbow to the nose combo be effective? It could be, I would think. I don't see why it couldn't. There's the bell. It's 11:30. All right, we got a half hour. I'm getting off of here at noon, just so everybody knows. I have work tonight. We might not get 30. Maybe I missed a swing. Well, if I did, Boxer Daddy said I actually had counted one less, so it averaged out. I missed a swing, but I did actually do 121 somewhere. I fought at the Ohio Renaissance Festival is great. The Cincinnati Barbarians have a huge place there for it. If you want to ever check it out in Ohio, go to Ohio Ren Festival. It's going on right now for 9 weeks. It's crazy. They have a lot of this stuff. The Medieval America Andrew Tate. And I do go to Renaissance Fair just for fun. The bullet, it's too fast. That's what I'm saying. As soon as you have to follow the barrel. Wherever the barrel goes, you have to aim the pommel. So you have to have good reflexes like that. OG! Hey! OG, I'm glad you made it back home. I'm glad you got the interview in. Let's see. Well, I appreciate it. Well, there's a lot to chat. We're getting to the end here. Next set coming up really soon. There's where Boo Hurt sent the You're Awesomes. Boo the Hurt, who also has cool content if anyone wants to check out Boo the Hurt. I'm a nurse, a cardiac nurse at a hospital, and I'm working overnight. Michigan has a great Ren Fair. Maryland, I'm fighting in Maryland on October 11th or 12th. If you look up the event Blood and Suds, that's the event I'm fighting at in Maryland, and that's in October. A lot going on that day. The Atlas alien ship. Speaking of AI, I don't think it is. I think that I think a lot of this stuff is just going to be people talking like AI can make a picture of anything, you know. I think that it's I think it's a big. I don't think it's an alien ship. Could be wrong, of course, but at the moment, I think you know, they come out with these pictures like that. It looks like a spaceship, but I don't know. That's a whole other topic I could get into. I've looked at the info on the other 2 interstellar objects that we had, and it's the thing is, like, they're all different. The composition is different. The way that the first one even came in and it hit the sun, it acted like a spaceship. It acted a way that no other interstellar object or comets do. The way that its velocity changed. So, you know, there's going to probably be so many random pieces of garbage floating from other galaxies that cross through here in the wrong direction that are going to be outworldly to us. So I don't believe it's alien. We'll see. I would love it to be. I actually would. I think, sorry, I just wiped the nose sweat on myself. We got to get a couple sets in here. I will catch up on chat where we just left off. Trying to keep up. There's an underhanded shot. Now I kind of messed up. I think we were on 40. We'll be close enough. This should be 90. I think that was plenty, just in case we did miss some. Quick checkup on chat, then I have to do another one. I think the government could be behind a lot of stuff. Ren Fair. Yeah, Ren. They won't let us do Boo Herd at our Ren Fair. Yes. Oh, if the apocalypse comes, or it's an alien ship and they land, we will take them on with old medieval weapons. Purple slug aliens in Africa, flying egg-shaped UFOs. I can't say you're lying. I don't know. I mean, it could be possible. 5 sets of sword flails. Okay. Well, how about we'll do a sword. We'll do a crazy sword flail. Jason Bourne, but in armor. 5 sets. Get back. All right. We'll get a little crazier for this one. All right, here we go. On guard, you scallywag. All wrist. Yes, because that's all I need to do in this sport. And keeping it in front of me with my wrists, I find helps me do better. I have gotten medals in longsword this year in Boo Hurt. The last tournament, though, I sadly only got 4th place. I beat someone who's really, really good, though. But the problem was that then he came back and I had to fight him again for the medal. All right, elbow. We're gonna do a sword flail. I think the aliens would expect us to have projectiles, so I would come with a sword. Aliens would be so advanced they won't even have swords. They won't have any sword technique because they won't need them. That's how we'll win. We'll just have to get close enough, though. That's the challenge. All right, a sword flail set, and we're gonna end it with an elbow. And then we'll catch up and chat from where we're... Yeah, elbow at the end of the set. The problem is getting close to the alien. All right, sword flails. Let's move this a little bit so actually it's you can see it a little better. All right, sword flails. Let's see if I can... Was that 15 or 16? I don't know. Whoop. With an elbow. Some sword flails. That's actually a freaking workout. I can't do 120 sword flails. I can tell you that right now. That's actually a good workout. I should just do that. Oh, I should do that with like a piece of rebar or something, like heavier. All right. Catch up on chat. Don't worry. I need to do a set of 120 though. That'll be an extra set of 40 right there. All right. And like from the wrist, because that's all I need to do. Alright, that should be 100. I may have done more. I don't know. That should be 100. 20 to go. Then we're catching up on chat. And here's my idea for today. I'm going to screenshot that about the elbow comment and the sword flails comment, and that will be the highlight. That will be the highlight video. The sword flails. 5 sets of sword slappies. Where's the one about the elbow? There's the elbow. All right. Now, elbow at the end of the set. And I'm going to catch up on chat. There's a lot to catch up on. 5 sets of get back. 5 sets. I'm looking at 5 sets sword flails. There it is. All right, beat. All right, that little set of 40 there for Beat and Ben. That's gonna be in the highlight video. And I make a daily highlight of you know, just so it's on record. Dragon Con posted the picture. Oh, nice. That's cool. Yeah, I did pretty good. I don't get anything for 4th place though in longsword. I was so close to winning. I watched the replay. Well, you're true. If you're still there with the period for the name, I don't know if they would actually. They could have better armor. They could have shells. I would love to use Claymore if I had to pick. If they have a bow. Yeah, what if the aliens showed up with bows? They found out how to travel through time, light years, but still hunt with bows and arrows. They won't. Yeah, right. Yeah, you're right. They won't because of about the logic, right? 15 to miss. Why Batman? I don't know what Batman's about. Why teaches what? What teaches you nothing? What am I doing? I'm hitting a dummy 1 million times in a year or less. Beating the crap out of Donald Trump. It does have a Donald Trump haircut because I need to hit it 1 million times in a year or less. And Ben, again, thanks for the rose. Much appreciated. Bro, thanks about the elbow. 10 rounds of take that. Man. Train with heavier swords. I do have a heavier sword I use sometimes. What are you watching, Nate? We're hitting a dummy a whole bunch of times. Catching up on chat. You could save the world. You just never know. This could come in handy one day. I would not want to be in that scenario. But if it ever comes up, when it's time to save the world, my arms will not get tired. It can be. Nicole, it is probably not the most tiring thing I've done in my life. Exercise. The most tiring thing I did was fight 3 2-minute rounds in a cage and get my ass kicked. When you're getting beat up, it's harder than when you're winning. I have a higher win than lose ratio, but ranked I've lost more because ranked it's a little bit more higher competition. I hope so, Ben. I appreciate the encouragement. I'm trying to get gold. Yeah. The aliens kept all their tools. Ceramic, a dagger, made out of a stone blade with a rope tied around it for a wood handle. He probably would. One blow, he'd be over. But he did survive. He did survive a bullet, even though it was the ear. The ear. All right, two sets. I will catch up on two sets we gotta do here. I'm gonna write down that 40. We did 40 and a set of 120. Here's our board. All right, and then we're gonna put a plus 40 over here for the random flailing set we did with the elbow at the end. All right, I'm gonna get 2 sets in. I got a mock tournament style. All right, here we go. Let me finish off my hydration here, and then I will catch up on chat. A lot of times I spend more time chatting, but this time I have to be ready for my next fight coming up. I will not miss any comments. I just need to get 2 sets in here real quick. All right, here we go. Ugh. Ugh. All right. All right, 20 to go to hit 120. Just so everybody knows, tomorrow's live stream will be earlier in the morning. Without armor tomorrow. I'm just going in order of chat. That should have been 120. I may not to catch up to every comment exactly right now, but I will get to them. Bro, yeah, bro wasn't aiming for the ear. That's what we were talking about when we left off. Yeah, yeah. Fully armored cut. OG toast. Yeah, we will definitely have an edge. But who'd be the hardest president to fight? Man, that's actually a good question. I don't know. Wasn't Roosevelt? Teddy wasn't he like at one time? Or we're talking about when they got into office. Maybe it's got to be the old ones like presidents 1 through 5, just because they probably did more labor. Well, maybe not. If you think about history in the United States, they might not have done any labor. So I didn't think about that. Yeah, who would be the hardest? That's an awesome, excellent question. Honestly though, I think RFK would be hard to fight. I think RFK, you know the guy right now, Robert Kennedy. I think he would be a hard one to fight. Never give up on dreams. I'm trying. I do some LARPing, Swole. Hey, what's up again, Swole? I just don't do it as much. Talon, what up, Talon? The tip color? I just have a rolled tip. I don't know if maybe I didn't understand that. Thanks, Swole. I see. Thanks for asking again. Sorry, I'd missed that earlier. Hardest? You think Teddy Roosevelt would be hard? I think he would too. Just looking at the pictures. That's the thing about George Washington. I think all those old school presidents would be hard, but at the same time, because they probably did a lot of like work. But I'm thinking like back then they actually like had people forced people to do work for them. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Maybe they weren't in his shape. Maybe they all just drank and didn't do any physical activity at all. And if anybody's interested at any time, you can go on my channel and look. My real longsword fight footage is about 4 videos back. I'm like running around. I jump. I do all kind of stuff when I'm fighting longsword. So it's not just hitting a dummy like this. Just so if anybody new, just come by. This is like exercise endurance. And thanks for smashing that like button this whole time. Oh. And I believe the kicks kind of threw me off. I believe that is 120. Let me write it down on the board where we're at. Another set of 120 and another set of 120. We're doing, like I said, I got work tonight. I don't want to be on here too late. We're gonna go a little bit past noon, everybody. Whew. It is, yeah. I see who's the hardest to fight and going by chat. All right, let's see. Yeah, I think, yeah, probably a lot of the. It's Teddy Roosevelt. Well, Obama could be a hard fight too. Lincoln is Lincoln, is that for real? Is Lincoln in the Wrestling Hall of Fame? They keep track of it. Yo, what up? Swole, I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep up. I know you asked a couple times. The period is the hardest to defeat. Oh, Tin Man gave a heart me. I owe 2 heart me's now. At the end, I will do the heart me sets with the sword and buckler. I have 2 sets to do. They did, yeah. All right. Yeah. That is probably why they wore wigs. You can fight in anything that's in Buhurt pretty much. I think they go I think they try and get you 14 to 1600s armor. You can have stuff that's Mongolian, Chinese, Rus. You know, you can have all that stuff. The Eastern armor, but it has to be documented, and it is documented within that time period, but they're really picky about it. There's a lot. I feel like the Eastern people get. Oh, and Swole sent the goat. All right. Thank you for that. Much appreciated. I hope you hear me, Swole. I hope you're still there. Oh, and the heart me. Now we got 3 sets at the end. Much appreciated. And Tin Man, jeez, all right, Tin Man, we're at peak capacity for intensity. Thank you for that, Tin Man. Hoover Dam on the 20th. I would love to have one day. We need to set up duels with chat. I would so do it. I have more than 1 set of armor. We could probably make it happen. Thank you. Oh. Jialang again, what up? Thank you. I want so that someone wants to lose. All right, I think we're kind of at the end. Thank you about the training. We're doing it. I'm saving the heart me's for the end. A chat tournament would. We were kind of talking about that last night. We almost had a fight set up last night. We're getting there. It happened one time on here before we were planning a fight. Yeah, you know, and when people come to check out this stuff, you know, we a lot of times put them in armor, if they'll fit in it, and give them a sword and let them swing at us and hit us for like a minute. See what it's like. It's a lot. If you've never done it before. If you have some physical activity experience in life, you'd be better than others, but it can be a lot. Let me get a set in. I'm saving. I have 3 heart me's to do. At the end, and we'll do that with the sword and buckler, probably with the armor off. Let's get let's see, if I can do 9 sets on here, then we would be at 3,000. I mean, we would be at 30 sets. What am I talking about, everybody? The sword getting hit in the head has gone to my head. But if I can do... Let's get at least 9 more sets with this. Alright, here we go. Here's one. Getting a little slower. Whoa! Oh! Alright, OG. Thanks for the Go Popular. I believe that was 120. And, oh! Thank you for that. Hey, anyone notice I cut my hair. I had hair yesterday. Today I don't. That was one of 9. I'm gonna try and keep. That's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna go through chat in between each one. Oh man, Yeah, that's the thing about the armor. They do the rules in Boo Herder National do specifically state. I think it's 1400s, 1600s. You might get away with 1300s. I don't know. You could always run it by somebody to see. You might get lucky and they say it'll pass, but I know the rules don't allow 1100s. Although it is a great time period. It is a great time. Yo, OG Toast with the with all those emotes, man. Those are crazy. Tap tap tap. Tap tap tap. 9. Yep. So that was 1. Who rang my bell today? Can you hear the church bells? So there's actually a bell ringing. I was in college for not 9 years. 4 to get a bachelor's degree. Then 3. Alright, 4 to get a bachelor's degree. Then I had 3 for one was for when I was a journeyman carpenter. I had a year of college in that. So that's 5. I had a year's marine biologist. Before all of it, I started it took me 5 to get a bachelor's degree because I started as a marine biologist. Then I went to graphic design, and I had to get nursing school, and I had to get a bachelor's with that. So another bachelor's, something like 9. I've been in college for way too many years. I have a couple of bachelor's degree. I got this armor from Russia. Oh, that was Swole who sent the Rosa. Bro, thank you for that. It is a dull blade. Thanks about the sword. If you're lucky and you find a place near you, if you search the term Night Finder, you should find an interactive map with teams. A lot of teams have extra sets of armor, like we do. So if you're lucky and you're by one of them, then they can actually, you could actually try it out to see if you wanted to do it. The duels are the most tame thing ever. I never even talked about the worst injury I've seen. Someone broke a femur, but that's because someone pushed them into him, and like a 500-pound person, because they have armor on, crushed their leg. Injuries are more rare than you think, but you do definitely get bruises, and there's a potential to get hurt pretty much every time. But duels are the most tame thing. I almost never get hurt in duels. Bruises, yes, but hurt, no. We won't count that one because I missed. I missed a dummy. Oh, that's 2. 2 of 9. 2 of 9. 5 years to train with the blade. And it's 5 years and then training for your whole life. I learned some things actually when I was fighting a guy Saturday, who had a very, very good guard up top, where I went for a lot of as he was hitting me low, I went for a lot of headshots, and he was still able to block. And it made me think how I have to watch that video again and see what the heck was going on, which I'm probably going to do tonight when work gets slow. And I need to see exactly how is he doing that. So he would come up ahead a point because he's hit me, and I'd see his arms go down, like normal. A lot of times their arms would go down, head. But I noticed that as he was swinging low, I think he was bringing it up like this. So I just got to look at I just know that I lost to him, and I couldn't figure out, like, I need to look from a different angle from the video footage how his swings were. Full Gothic is cool looking, at least. If the enemy has arms, you can check my videos, probably like my 5th and 6th back videos. One is me fighting longsword, is one me fighting buckler. The buckler was great. I was running all over the place, but it was at Dragon Con. I was trying to show off for the crowd. Yeah, and Ben, like Ben said, how is everybody's Friday going? I'm in Tennessee. I'm in Pittsburgh. Tennessee and Nashville, they have the biggest events, the AMMA, Armored MMA in Nashville. I fought in Nashville before it was so cool though. Now it's in a cage. It looks like a WWE event, but still real, hitting each other with swords. Let's get set 3, and I hear the bell for it's noon. This is set 3 of 9, and then I have 3 sets for the heart me's, 3 sets of 100, and thank you too, Swole, for I see it. Let me know for hitting that like button. All right, set 3 of 9. I do have a thing with the heart me's where I like do an immediate set of 100, but as I'm already like doing like kind of a certain program today, then I'm saving the heart me's for later. Just so we know. Alright. Set 3 of 9. So, yeah, Friday for me is going alright so far. I went and traded in $100 of coins at the bank so I can go on a date Monday. It's a coffee date. So, thankfully, there's no restaurants open Sunday. Because of one... I was texting... I didn't realize I had my mortgage come out this week. My daughter's mom sent me what I owe her for the... We don't do child support through the courts. She sent me the total for that, so I just pay it. It's cheaper than what I would pay if we went through lawyers. I have a loan I'm paying because I have a rental I'm working on. So that's $500. The whole Dragon Con event, the hotels, it all came out like this week. I was like, just have a cushion. I don't do auto pay, so I should be good. But I went and I got $100 of coins to use for this date, because that's how it is this week. Oh man, why was I talking about that? Oh, Friday, yeah. Friday's been good. Went to the bank. I'm ready for Monday to go out. I'm gonna go to bed after this. I gotta wake up and go to work. Work should be good. It's only one night. High guard, oftentimes difficult to get past. Yes, I need, and like OG Toaster's saying, I need to look at the guards from the video to see what he was doing. Yeah, AMA Nashville Armored Combat. You can look up Nashville Armored Combat or AMMA. Look up the hashtag AMMA or Armored MMA, and you'll find like it's top notch. I'm telling you, if you're gonna see any fights, like that is the league to watch. And it started in this dude's backyard. I used to practice with him and fight him in his backyard in Nashville. I had a ballroom dance competition down there one time, and I taught longsword down there like 5 years ago. Because I did the ballroom dance, and then I went to go to his house and we taught it. Yeah, Tennessee. Look up AMMA. I'm telling you, you guys. They're playing with Lamb of God and like they have an actual concert with the fighting. It's gonna be nuts. This is what it's like to be employed at night. Featherfall! Oh my gosh. Featherfall, what's up today? How's it going? Good morning, Feather. It's... I saw the unemployment comment. If I was unemployed, I would have more time to do this. Catch up on chat. Yeah, right? Everything okay on me? Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, I gotta do what I gotta do. I got a lot of bills this week. I'm taking $100 cash to last me, and it's gonna be like that movie, Half Baked, we were talking about last night. Featherfall! What's up? Where he has a little, I'm gonna have that little cash counter. Let's go. Alright, this is set 4. Yo, good. Oh, you just woke up too. Yeah, I kind of just woke up too. I woke up, I went to the bank. Feather was here, I think, when we were counting change last night on my live stream. Set 4 of 9. Wait a second, but if you're on unemployment, you would have more than just pocket change, wouldn't you? If you're getting unemployment. Oh, or do you mean if you don't even get assistance, perhaps? Yeah, then yeah. So I'm a step above that this week. Yeah, I get it. A lot of times people say the unemployment comment because it's like, how else are you gonna have this much time? I do understand. But yeah, it's just a broke week. Can't help it. Oh. I got enough gas money to get to my next fight. It'll be payday when I'm hitting South Carolina. We're gonna get a hotel room, perhaps. We just might. I gotta get 10 hours of sleep before my next fight, because I'm gonna be awake for hours and hours. Who's the mountain equivalent? Oh my god. Of the MMA. There's... Andrew McCabe. He's not the mountain like this. Andrew McCabe is who... Not see, I got some dents in here. Andrew McCabe put an axe through my armor before. I always would bet on Andrew if I'm going to bet on somebody. He fights in the AMA thing. Yeah, I was sure, but I'm not ashamed. I was counting change last night. I had it rolled up already. Boo the hurt. What up? Hey, all right, Ben might even be gone already. It's good to talk to you. Thanks for the gift, and thanks for hanging out. The flailing and elbow is going to be the highlight of the live stream when we get to it. I would love to do the hash sorting pummel strikes. I do throw some in, not so much these days. Unemployment time is crazy. Thank you, Feather. OG. Bam Bam. Bam Bam is a Boohurt fighter. I don't know if you're talking about Bam Bam hit the Pell or Bam Bam the guy. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. All right, that's still counting up. And we do have the Heart Me sets at the end. This is set 5 of 9. Gonna check chat. Feather. Just for you. For the roses, for reminding me, check this out. Another ball of water. I have been hydrating, but I have not since you've been here, I don't think. I've had these water balls have been clutch. 82 days I've been drinking out of these. I do clean them in between every once in a while. But 82 days. Set 5 of 9. Coming up. Here's what we're going to do. Let me catch up on chat right now. I'm going to do 2 in a row. Hydrate before you dehydrate. Right. Oh my God, yo, Feather, that was the goal. Thank you for completing the goal. I'm now going to do set 5. And I'm going to do set 6. I'm going to count in my head to 30 and to do set 6. Just to mimic that I was out there doing it for a tournament. And then we'll catch up on chat. So we got 2 sets, sets 5 and 6. And the rules for Boohurt duels are actually up for debate right now. They might allow pummeling again, you know? We'll see how it goes. Won't count the one that we missed. That should be 120. Quick little rest, everybody. Counting to 30. Ooh, we're almost there. Let me tell you something real quick, because that was 30. I was taught in HEMA school is not to hold your sword like this, because the day that you actually play with a sharp sword, you will forget and you will set it on your foot and push it through your foot. It's a bad habit, because then if you get in the habit of holding your sword like this, if you ever fight with a sharp sword, or if you play around with your sword in here, you're gonna forget. You're gonna go like this, and you're gonna stab your foot. All right, set 6. And then we check up on chat. Ooh. Let's write these down before we forget too. No, we won't forget. That was set 6. Quick little break. 6 of 9. We got 3 sets to go. Oh, I'm getting a blister there from wearing these gloves. I knew that would happen. Woo! All right. Good time to catch up on chat. Chain the body and Right, you're right. The OG. The chaining the body stuff. I don't feel hindered at all in my like when I have the whole thing on, even the legs. I hope you're still there, Frosty. So it fits really well. The joints line up, which is one of the most important things, and it's pretty much to my measurements, so that it's almost like having nothing on in a way. That would it's like Nothing is in my way from moving. I can do pretty much everything, even the robot. You know, even with the legs, I can kick, I can run, all that stuff. The brig, a little bit different. I can't bend over as far because with all the metal plates, it kind of crunch up and I get stuck a little bit. My dueling armor weighs 29 pounds. It's incredible. My armor for fighting in Team Zo weighs 115. And you would need your own armor eventually, Vinny. They would be assumed that you would get it if you're sticking with the sport. A lot of teams, though, like up here, we have extra armor. We've had people fight in my armor in tournaments. But then it sucks because you're missing out like your teammates, but you don't have your full team in there. But yeah, we do have armor. Round 6 fight coming up on round 7. You can get armor from a lot of places. Ukraine makes a lot. I sort of don't like the situation there to trust it from mailing. Now they're complaining about the shipping into the USA, and they're like, we're not mailing anything to you guys. Oh, Featherfall, if I probably left. I will say hi to you later. I'm sure you might be gone already. Feather, have a wonderful Friday. Sonny, you're right. They were invented. There's just no gun. It's a gun-free zone here. No one's going to bring a gun here. It's a gun-free zone. There's a sign that says not to. What's that about the mittens? Yeah. It's just like... Yeah, right. But you can't bring it in. There's a sign that says... There's a sign on the gate that says gun-free zone. So we're safe back here. Fight with the sword. Yeah. Oh, Pickles is here. Cool. Good. I'm glad you're here. A lot of times, just so you know, if anybody new passing through, a lot of times I talk a lot more in between. But today, I have another fight coming up very soon. So today I got the armor on. Plates are AR 500. Well, there you go. Well, you're a little better off than I am, as far as that. I do have some of those though. And just so you know, I a lot of times talk a lot more in between, but since this is like mock tournament day, I'm trying to keep the rest sets down a little bit. I will not miss a comment. It's just it might take me a moment to get to it. All right, this is set 7. I'm doing 7 and 8. We're gonna do we're gonna do 10 sets. So we're gonna do 7 and 8. I'm gonna come back, talk to chat. Then I'm going to do set 9 and 10. As in, I'm taking a 30-second break like I did a minute ago. I will get to chat, but it's just going to take me a couple minutes. I have to make sure that I am ready to go. Alright. And then we're going to have a more fun time after because I'm going to take the armor off and I owe three sets of 100 for the heart me's. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That should have been 120. Counting to 30. Little 30-second break. Little break. They do give you a 30-second break in between minute rounds. However, at the last event I did, they're like, we're running behind schedule. You guys aren't getting a break. So you'd fight. They'd tell you the numbers, who won. Then like, fighters ready. I was like, oh, this is great. No rest. It wasn't like that for every round, but some of the rounds, man, you didn't get like any break. All right, right about now, they'd be calling us back. And here's a little secret. When I actually fight these in real life, I usually try and waste the first 15 seconds. So I don't do anything. So I'm going to fight for 45. Alright, 2 more for the books. So we are going to do 2 more, so we'll end up doing a set of 10 instead of 9. The reason I said 9 is because I have an odd set of 1. One set of 120 sitting there. I was going to do 9 to make it an even number, so we're actually going to do 10. 2 more rounds of that. Yeah, so, alright, so the way it works, put on, you buy everything that you're going to wear underneath first, which includes that some people wear like a back protector, things like that. If possible, if you have it, put everything on while you're going to get your armor. Okay, I got my soft protective layer that everything attaches to. See how it attaches on here? Then you get measurements, and they take like 50 freaking measurements, like around here, like here, like widths, lengths, all this stuff, and then they will build it to you like you're getting a custom suit, like for a wedding, like a tuxedo. And a smart, good armor will keep in touch with you, because I got a new set of arms built one time, and he texts me back. He's like, "Are you sure it's this much around here?" And you know what? I had freaking measured it wrong. So he was smart, and he was knowledgeable and experienced enough and kind enough to not just make it to my measurements, but call back and say, "Are you sure that measurement's right?" I had him actually choke it down a little bit on the wrists. And I have some yoga mat foam in here, like that runs along here, because I get hit here a lot. But I had them choke up on here a little bit, because then my gauntlets flow around a little better. If you want to get some, I would say the easiest would be like Boo Hurt Tech or Medieval Extreme. The most, for functional fighting armor, probably the easiest and biggest websites to order from. You can get armor from lots of people. I'm just saying that's like 2 sources. A lot of people, you have to contact them through Facebook. These armors. That's just how it is still. Yeah. The stuff on Amazon. My daughter and I were wrecking Amazon helmets in the backyard one day. I actually have one on a rope. I use it for my SCA spear practice. The ones on Amazon are junk. Some of them look nice, but it won't pass the safety inspection. Armor Archive. Yep, like OG Toast is saying, Armor Archive. Yeah, for sure. Like an episode of Cops. I got you. Yeah, I'm sweating. You can see the sweat coming in. These are sweat lines coming through. We got 2 sets to do. Yeah, you can have a knee brace, like OG is saying. Anything underneath, you can have a knee brace on underneath, as long as, the rules say so it doesn't show. You know what I mean? But you can have stuff underneath. Protective layer. Thanks for the follow, Frosty Pickles. And I wear a motorcycle, like, back protector, actually, under my armor when I fight in the teams. Oh, if you even just wear armor to the Ren Fair, you're like up here. I'm going on a Ren Fair date this month, and I'm wearing my armor, and she wanted to wear like a flannel. I was like, no. I was like, I don't care what you do. I was like, put something else on, at least this one time. Oh, thanks about the high guard strikes. I did take a second to at least pretend. Well, all right, just pretend we're out there and doing something, and reacting in my head, thinking where would their sword be, and hitting to where they're at. Not just whacking it mindlessly the whole time that time. Oh, I'm losing a little skin there on these gloves are rubbing me the wrong way apparently. Hey, oh, I didn't even see. And what's up, daughter? Hope you're having a good day. That car ride coming up. I hope you have a good car ride. I know you don't want to do it, but. And I first got to the fighting. I got through the fighting. It was like about 7 years ago, probably. I saw a video of this, the old school version, when it was really rough around the edges, this sport. And I was just like, where do you do that? I saw somebody getting beat down in a corner with like 5 people hitting him, like with a GoPro footage camera. And I was like, where do you do this? Not because of the people hitting it, because of the guy getting beat up. I was like, this is crazy. I probably won't have someone video my fight at the Ren Fair. I have my fight footage though. If you look at my TikTok, I have a buckler duel I uploaded. I uploaded a clip of my longsword fights on my channel about 4 or 5 videos back. If no one is live streaming it, I may try and record my fights, but I have to set the camera down then edit it. I don't sheepskin gambeson. I'm not sure if I know that. Does it hurt to get hit? It can. So the armor works. So I would say this. Armor works really well. I've gotten hit so hard. It's the most pain I think I ever felt in my life. But it's over like this. Okay, I don't know if you've ever gotten hit. You ever hit your head on something, like real hard, right? It's not like that exactly. It's I'm just explaining how if you hit your head on something, right? If you have a steel helmet on, we have all this padding inside. You can get hit so much harder and almost not even notice. I'm telling you, if someone's hitting me with a sword, 90% of the time, someone's hit me in the back with something, like I don't even know they're there. People that hit really hard and train to hit really hard, you'll feel it through your armor. The things that get you though, see I have like nothing here, and my chest armor does not protect me up here at all. I have this plastic plate sewn in here to try and help, because this is all wide open right here if I have my arms up. So if I'm doing something, if I'm like grabbing somebody or doing something like that, and I get hit here, like I'm basically getting hit in the body. And those really hurt sometimes. If you're standing in armor, you definitely feel it. But if you get hit, like if you get hit in the chest plate, it feels like someone's kicking you. It stings a little bit sometimes, but it's usually tolerable. It's the stuff whenever you're sideways and they hit you in like where your plates overlap or in a gap, where that'll like put you on the ground. And sometimes you get hurt doing it too. I don't want to make it sound like you never get hurt. If you get hit in a gap, which is like, see where my shoulders end? And then if I have a little bit of a gap here between that and where my neck protection's at for the day, you know, that really hurts. Like I've seen people walk around with ice packs. There's someone in an arm sling at Dragon Con. I don't know what happened to him. So I don't want to make it sound like, you know, you're invincible. But in armor, you know, I can take a shot like it's nothing, you know. But hit me here. See where this gap kind of opened up? That would hurt if I got accidentally hit here. I don't know if I can fit a sword in there. Yeah, see, what if I had my arms like this while someone was coming down and hit me like right here? That would hurt. That would really hurt. Whole other story though, fighting pole arms. People with the big long axes, those things kind of cripple people, kind of in general. But if you look at videos of this stuff, you'll see someone get hit like a dozen times and they don't go down. That's because armor works really well. But if they go down, sometimes off of 1 or 2 hits, you know it hurt really, really bad for a second. It's called, like, I guess, pain compliance. 2 sets to do, then I got 3 of the heart me's, and I gotta go to bed because I gotta work. And I will catch up on chat right after this. That last one was kind of like just a tap. One more, then we'll catch up on chat. Then we'll get the armor off. Then we're gonna do the extra set of 300 for the heart knees. Then I'm gonna go to bed. Oh, it's a whole night of work, 12 hours. Time is it? Yeah, no, I'm getting an hour less sleep. I wanted to be off of here by noon, but at the same time, you know, whatever. It is what it is. I will only get 5 hours of sleep instead of 6. Oh. Alright. Next set coming up in just a moment. The problem is I'm going to be awake all day tomorrow because I got to take my daughter to a morning football game for her school. I'm going to do my cardio while she's doing that. Alright. Last set of 120 for today in armor. Now I'll catch up on chat. Whoa. I got stuck. It got stuck on his head. That was weird. I was pushing so hard that the friction was keep holding the sword onto his head till it finally slid off. This should be 6. This should be 80. Sorry, 80. Oh. I believe that was 120. If not, I've probably miscounted so many sets before and undercounted where we're really at. All right, so check this out. We got 3 sets of 100 to do. Let me catch up on chat. I'm taking this part off, though. Well, so here's the thing. The way this, we need, and if you're, I hope you're still there. It doesn't show me, like, specifically. And I'll see in chat here in a moment if you are. I hate not being able to answer stuff right on time. But anyway, Ren fairs need, like, a whole thing of insurance. If we fight there, they need to have some special insurance, so if something happens, they don't get sued for, and go, for like $1 million of damage or something. You know what I mean? Like, so that our Pennsylvania Ren Fair out here won't have us fight at it. The other thing is, I think they think it competes with the main show, so they're kind of leery about having us there in general for that. The gauntlets. These are made in the USA. These are actually made here in Pittsburgh. They're Greater gauntlets. I had them in the car. I didn't realize they actually got a little tarnished here. I wasn't planning on that happening. I thought I'd oiled them up and cleaned them up pretty good. And you use a full plate. You don't want to use finger gauntlets in sword fights if possible, because you can definitely get your fingers broken. Even the thumb's got a little bit of movement here. There's a good dent in the end of this thumb. That's from a halberd, like a polearm. So plate. Yeah. See, armor, you can get bruises through the armor, and they score you. The duels are weapon strikes only. The duels in IMCF also allow you to punch and kick. BI only allows weapon strikes. The MMA stuff is scored more like a boxing or MMA fight. And the team stuff, you get on the ground, last person when you're on the ground, you're out for the round, and it's last team standing. I'm gonna work at tomorrow. We'll work that high guard tomorrow. We'll work the high guard next time. We'll put the helmet on, actually. Yeah, yep. The pain compliance can be outrageous. They do count. They do not count flat hits. Oh, OG, hey, OG, man, OG, thanks. I appreciate it for keeping up with the chat while I'm doing my stuff. Gleep, gloop, gloop. You could use, it's, I don't know exactly which longsword it's based on, actually. It's just like, yeah, but it's like an English longsword, I would think. Yes, oh. Hey, Wentworth, if you're there, it's almost dawn. Time to ride. Mr. Glorbus. Oh, alright, see you soon. I don't make them. I've been to the place. So these gauntlets are made actually here in Pittsburgh area. They got a little, see, they got a little bit of movement this way. The thumb can articulate. I love these gauntlets. The thing I was saying, like, see how they get kind of hung up on here? So I had to make this part a little bit narrow. That way they can roll around a little better. Riding at dawn. Although at dawn, I'm still going to be at work. Yeah, broken finger. Yeah, you want to wear mittens like OG was saying. Alright. If I remember, if you're looking up parts, gauntlet. Okay, right? You might know this. Gauntlet. You can actually probably find an image. Just type armor parts or something. Vam brace. Vam, not a van like the Scooby-Doo van, but a vam, like bam bam, vam brace. It's a brace. It's a brace. Vam brace. An elbow cop. And see how they tie in? This vam brace ties into this soft gambeson. Then the elbow cop goes on top of that and has a strap here. And that's my vam brace. Which, oh. There, yeah, right. That's where it's supposed to be. This thing is settled a little bit. This connects to here, but I don't because I think it hinders my movement. And then my pauldrons, like Paul, Pope Paul II or something. Paul Bunyan, Paul drawn, Paul drawn, not Paul John, but Paul drawn. Those are the parts I got on here. Gleepy gloop gloop, says Mr. Glorbus. See, I try to reply to everything, even the gleepy and the gloopies. And we don't use sharp stuff because, as you said, it would piece it. Yeah, Toast, I appreciate it. This armor is no longer in business that I know of. I got this armor from Arma Moscovia, which was pre-war era, and I think it's Tavor Armory, but at the same time, I don't think anyone wants to be ordering anything from there because who knows if it would ever show up. Are they even allowed to mail anything to us? I don't know. The LARPing days are great, man. I tell you what, I do the LARPing too. I think it's all fun. I'm 46. My kids, I told everybody this year I want to do all the events. So everyone gets mad because now I can't drive or do stuff. I was like, I want 1 year to do what I want to do. I actually use these gauntlets in SCA too. They're Gretters. And actually Gretter plays SCA. Or playing ATM. I don't know the ATM. Van Damme. The Knight Rider. I go with leg plates. Ironmonger. I'm gonna snapshot that so I can remember Ironmonger. I have to check them out. Toast, I don't know that name, surprisingly. Alright, here's what we gotta do. We got 3 sets. Oh, I sent an invitation by accident. Well, anyway. Alright, scroll up through chat I did. I'm going to hit this thing here. We got 3 sets of 100 to do for the Heart Maze. We got 10 sets to write down on here. I forgot about that. Alright, we did 10 sets of 120. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we have the random 40. Actually, we need to make... No, it is still 40. Yeah, we only have one random set. We're going to do 100 times 3. I'm going to pre-write them on there. There's no reason I couldn't. Oh, yo! Oh, what's up, Tana? Thanks for the like. The busted duck. I was thinking about that. I swear to you already today. The busted duck. Thanks for the follow, Freedom. These gloves feel a lot better. The armor's off. If you just tuned in, I just took the armor that I had on off for today. All right. Here we go. We'll do some busted duck in between. The heart maze I usually try and do, it's my usual just brainless beat the dummy thing. We'll do some pauses with busted duck. Here we go. All right, for the first heart maze. I believe that was one set. I believe it was. Is that oh, Sword Bro, Sun Bro again? What up? We're on the last leg here. We're getting a couple sets of 100 out of the armor for the heart maze. Oh, whoa, OG. OG, thank you for those. Much appreciated. How did the busted duck hits look, if you noticed? Could I even been doing it right? Could I have even been doing it right? I even tried to throw in a rap shot with it. Oh, yeah. Tweeting. Good chat. I don't know who Jerry is. So oddly enough, I don't watch a single thing. So I don't know anything about TV, movies, sports. I'm from Pittsburgh. I couldn't even name a single Steelers player. Ben Roethlisberger, I think he retired. I don't know who the quarterback is. If I had to guess, I'd say McDougan. But I will. You know what I will do though? I'm gonna look up because you got me curious. I'm gonna look up Jerry. Oh, all right. Thanks for the critique there, OG Toast. We'll get it. It's harder for me to. I gotcha. Let me tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna get in the next set of 100, and then the next set of 100. Then I'm probably gonna go to bed, and then I will have tomorrow. Because tomorrow will be a shorter live stream. It's gonna be earlier, and I will work on some. I promise you, I'll work on some form things in case you're not here or whatever. You know, I will work on the busted duck. The thing I have to figure out is, okay, so if I'm going to throw a busted duck, and after this, is this the best recovery? The idea for recovery, like bring it down like this. Or do you throw the busted duck and move into something else? I don't know. We're gonna play a game here. All right. I don't know who started. But I muted Joshua. Oh well, it happens. He didn't come back. But it's just like, I don't know. The last comment I read, whatever. Hey, Josh, if you're still there, my bad. But I don't want an argument starting at I don't care about arguments. But now when we're getting to the point that I don't want it escalating. All right. I don't know if the mute's permanent. Hopefully not. The busted duck recovery, or a flourish can work as well. I see. Aha, waffle. No, well, yeah, we're actually still on same live stream. It's just for the heart. These are the heart me sets. You know, a lot of times on here, when someone does a heart me, I'm like, oh, and then like I try to immediately go and hit the dummy for 100. Well, since I had the armor on, we're doing it now. Josh, thank you. My bad. Just don't escalate it. Let's see if we can unmute Josh. Oh, is Josh not muted now? I don't know. Maybe the mutes don't work. Anyway, 200 to go. 200 to go. Oh, I was saying waffle that because the heart maze came and I was in armor doing something, I'm doing them all now. One more set. And we will be at, let's see, 1, 2, 25, 26, 28, 29, 30. Oh, we're over 3,000 hits, everybody. Well, how about that? All right. There's the dogs. I couldn't believe the dogs weren't barking all yesterday. Ah, gotcha. So, wait. I'll get it. Well, it'll be something to practice. I need to bring out a shield and do it is what I need to do. Like an actual big shield. Almost there. All right. Oh. I got that. Yeah. All right. I was trying to think. I need to bring out a bigger shield to practice at and swing around the shield, getting the shield out of the way. Oh my. Let's just see where we're at here real quick. 2,600 plus 2,006 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 3,440, 3,460. Which is above goal on average, so that's good. Now, if I don't get to bed, I'm gonna be so messed up. You know what? I just don't have the training for real MMA. You know what I wanted to do though in my life, if I ever do, I don't know if I will, but it was to go on fight on Street Beefs one time in my life. Dave the Sword Guy, what's up, Dave? If you're there, I wanted to fight on Street Beefs. Y'all know Street Beefs? I don't know. That would be kind of like, you can do MMA there. The thing is, I don't have the training in I don't have like the training I get in grappling comes from practicing with my teammates in armor. Like, you know, like in a Soto or I don't know any submissions because we're not allowed to do submissions. That's one thing, we can't do submissions in armor because a lot of times people just have an eye slot. Can you imagine being a referee trying to see if someone in an eye slot is okay? Reese, what up? Yeah, okay, cool. That's what we'll do. I'll bring the heater out next time to work on some stuff besides just whacking the dummy brainlessly. But yeah, we're over 3,000 per day. That's great. Oh, hey everybody. What is this? 3,000. We passed 200,000 hits. I didn't even notice. Well, congratulations. We're all part of history. It's history. Like someone came in chat the other day and says no one cares about your stats, and I was like, you're probably right. But you were here when it happened. We passed 200,000. I didn't even know. Who knows when it was? Yeah, like jiu-jitsu and armor, right? If I learned some MMA stuff, I'd probably try it. But at the moment, you know, I don't know. I appreciate though thinking I could do it. Well, they're still wearing it. Yeah, you know, there's truth in that. All right, everybody. Hey, we had 200,000 hits somehow. I wasn't even paying attention to it, but yeah. All right. Well, cool. Tomorrow morning, probably a quick little live stream. It might be at the park hitting the tree trunk or something. Just because I gotta get my daughter after that. So I will catch everybody later, and if not tomorrow, another one. You know, everybody have a good rest of Friday, a good weekend. If I don't see ya, OG, and thank you. We're getting there. Yeah, cool stuff. Everybody, let's give it a quick shout out because everybody's still here. I see Waffles here. OG, Waffle, Brent, Western Gamer, Harley, Austin, Domig, Cameron, and Buck's Quest. Thanks for watch time. All right, I'm gonna go to bed. Thanks for hitting that like while I'm not looking, because I need to wake up and be at work at 6:30. Thank you, Buck. Hey, thanks, much appreciated. All right, and Waffle also thanks for the like. I'll see y'all later. You too, and I'm glad your interview went well, OG. We'll see y'all later. We're over 200,000. That's crazy.